wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Yep, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Angela Yee, DJ Envy is not here, but we got a special guest in the building. His first time on The Breakfast Club. Do we call you Mr. Slime, Mr. Williams, Mr. Thug, Mr. Sex?
Maybe Young Thug.
Mr. Sex.
Mr. Sex.
Mr. Sex, okay.
How are you, sir? I'm happy to see you here, man, for
Looking
real.
very dapper.
Happy to see you too, man.
It's been a long time. What kept you away from The Breakfast Club all these years?
I don't know. I think just me and your misunderstanding. Oh my fucking God. Prick.
Well, listen, let's address the elephant in the room first, though, because you and Charlamagne had exchanged.
That's what he just said. That's what I'm saying.
So I'm trying to remember, even because that was so long ago. I guess that was over Birdman.
Charlamagne, make niggas torture you, boy. Told you, pussy, I'm gonna beat the fuck out you. Nigga beat that fuck nigga up.
Initially?
Yeah. That was all talk, isn't it? I never understood, like, how could it go so, how could it seem so far? We all just talking shit. It ain't no.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, it wasn't never really like. And then I was kind of young back then, though. I would admit, like, I ain't understand blogging. You know, back then I was so young and just like fresh in the game to the point where I ain't understand this shit and how important it is and how much you have to be how you is.
Absolutely. Doug, why are you wearing a mask? We all COVID free in here.
They downstairs and fucking niggas
Up in your brain.
Oh my God, bro.
But I will say, I made one of the worst hip hop predictions about 10 years ago when I did Vlad TV. They asked me, they said, who gonna be around longer, Rich Homie Quan or Young Thug? And I said, probably Rich Homie Quan. Clearly I was wrong. clearly I was wrong.
How you feel about that?
I mean, you don't get them all right, you know? You don't get them all right. But I did even say back then, I said the thing about Thug, his voice is like an instrument. Like it sounds like it's a part of the beat when he's on the record. So I always thought that was unique about you.
You was wrong.
I was
You were wrong.
Just say I was wrong.
Yeah.
I was definitely wrong. But then also too, I would hear people in Atlanta talk about you from a street perspective. So I was like, well, he seemed like he in too deep. So, you know.
Never too deep.
Mm-hmm.
Long as you just gotta have your head on right, man. I just gained, like knowledge and growth,
Oh, it's evident. You can see it.
Became older. Certain things you just I don't want to deal with, man. I'm pretty old now. Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, you're 30. That's not old. You just...
But think about it back then, though. Back then he was 19, 20.
You know what? It's also not easy to make that transition from being in the music business. It's so different. Just the way that people act and morals and...
Right. Because in this game, you get more money. In this game, you get more money to be young.
Mm-hmm.
To come off as a young guy.
Mm-hmm.
To come off as... If you can come off as that, you could definitely get money, a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is what it's about, And I kind of grew out of it, though. Kind of grew out of it.
You grew out of what? Just
feeling young and just like doing young shit, like arguing on it. And,
yeah.
Young shit. None of that shit never really meant, man. Back then it did, though, because I was just like new to the industry.
Right.
That's why I was so mad at you, just because I was like, I was fresh out of the ghetto.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was fresh off of poverty. So seeing that type of shit back then, you like, what the fuck, this nigga?
No, I get it.
He said he was going to torture him, and Charlamagne was like, I'm not going nowhere.
That nigga thought he gonna kidnap me and torture me. I ain't never heard no shit like that.
That nigga, bruh.
It was right after the Birdman shit. Said Charlamagne, we gonna torture you, boy. We gonna beat you the fuck up.
Wayne about to come to Atlanta. We gonna see if he's tough.
I know.
He said
nope.
No.
I'm not gonna nowhere near Atlanta after something like that.
Nah, that shit had nothing to do with that stuff. Right. It actually did.
He got talked to Birdman like 2 weeks ago too, man. Bank put us on the phone together.
Yeah.
Yep.
Y'all came up. Y'all.
Yeah, because I mean, listen, he from the South, from the South. I respect that man. That man put a lot of money in black people's pockets. You know, I never want to get that misconstrued. You know what I mean?
Right.
Never want to get that
Because
misconstrued.
that's definitely what it's about. All what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
Just feeding and, you know, just like blessing people.
The crazy part is, even back then, I would always get calls from my folks in Atlanta like, bruh, Thug the real deal. Like, even before you even like popped off, when you had like Stoner out, I think it was Stoner, and I forgot the other record. And I like rappers be in the studio with you like, man, this nigga in here with guns right now. And I don't know if this is true. Somebody said you used to walk around with tampons in case you got shot. I swear a rapper told, I ain't gonna say the rapper name, but I swear a rapper told me that.
Walk around like that.
Yes, in case you got shot, you could put the shit
That
in your...
sound like something like fucking...
Yep, yes, 100%.
So that's verified.
That's exactly who said it. 100%.
Who said it?
Oh, y'all can hear him?
You folded so quick, Charlamagne.
That sounded like him.
Yes. That was 100%. I was like, for real?
That nigga trip. Charlamagne like, but I don't want to get into it, nigga.
No, hell no.
Nigga,
He ready.
Tampon. Niggas, I had a tampon in case I got shot.
Like, he did choppers and tampons in case you... I said, tampons for what? He said, in case he gets shot, he can... I'm like, what? Is he a soldier?
I don't ever think I was at the point where I was preparing myself to get popped, to get shot. I don't think I ever in my life was at that... I don't think I ever was at that level.
Yeah.
Just imagine you like, I need a tampon. Young Thug's like, I got one for you.
Like,
how you know it was him though?
Because like when you said 10 years ago, he one of the guys that kind of met me back then. He met me like when I was on the rise.
Got you.
Upcoming artist, he met me back then. And he always tell people a funny story about me being at the radio station with a gun.
Mm-hmm.
But we wasn't on no stupid shit, no tough shit. Just like I damn near forgot it. I had it on me. Like,
yeah.
In Atlanta, you know, our laws are different. So like we can have guns.
Absolutely.
14-year-olds can have guns. However many you want.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not stolen, you know. I kind of forgot that I had a gun on me. So he just took that to the extreme. Like, oh, this nigga got a tampon. He went too crazy. It was just a gun.
You don't have one on you now, do you?
Yeah.
Don't do that to him.
That nigga like, oh.
What would 2021 Thug tell 2011 Thug?
You were right.
Like, you saw all of this. Like, you saw you becoming the mogul with the music.
Yes.
The shit, I guess people could say even fashion icon.
Yes.
Influencing the game with your music.
I was always good at that. Like influencing, dressing, just like being a big homie. I was always good at that. I was a big homie. I was like the big dog in my hood before rap. I was like the youngest big dog, like at like 16. I was 16 years old, like running the whole hood.
Mm-hmm.
So I always I dealt with it my whole entire career, life basically, before my career. But I would tell my 2010 or 15, the one you said, I would tell that self, you were right.
Wow.
I know it's also important for you to have your family around you and put your family on. So what's the plans with that now, with your sisters, your brother?
Man, my manager had bought me these acres, this land. So I'm just building like all sorts of I'm just building a lot of shit, just like, who can't cuss?
Go ahead.
Building a lot of stuff just to give people like opportunities to work and like make extra money. I just like seeing all my siblings just like be like right with each other.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They close, but I like when they just like in the same house.
You want to have your own community?
Yes.
That's Slime City, right? Is that what?
Yeah.
So how far along is that?
We got permits. We knocked down a few trees, but we just knocked down a few trees just so we can kind of like land, because it's a lot of land, so you kind of sort of got to be on a helicopter to be able to see it.
How many acres is it?
Like 100.
Damn. You built anything on there yet? Or?
Nah, just a pad, helipad.
Wow.
Land helicopter.
I still want to go back to the past, man, because I want to talk about the myth of Young Thug. Because I used to hear so much shit about you. I heard that you was protecting the city of Atlanta, basically, after Katrina. Because there was people coming into the city, they was robbing folks and like killing folks, and you was on some like superhero Avengers shit, like protecting the city of Atlanta.
Who'd you hear you be getting your information from about me?
All these myths. Urban legend.
I honestly don't think nobody told you that.
I promise you.
I think you just think that. Like,
No, man.
now you can look at somebody like,
you,
yeah, I bet this nigga had the fucking whole world.
You
Like-
know what? Yeah, so that, let me ask you
I
this though.
promise you I heard that,
Flashing
man.
back to that though, right?
Hey, that was actually right though.
Okay,
We're protecting
okay.
the city?
Yeah. New Orleans boys, them niggas.
That's right.
They tough. They tough.
And it was like right after Katrina, they had like list of people they wanted to take out in the city, and
They was trying to extort. They were extorting a few people. They really was doing it. But it's just like I never went like look for nobody or nothing like that. It's just it ended up coming to our hood.
that's what I heard. I heard it was defense. It was all defense. The Thug was on the front lines protecting the city of ATL.
This was before rap though.
Yep.
So it ain't as stupid as it would be now.
Mm-hmm.
This was like way before rap. It's like 2007, 8. I'm only like 11, 12. Shoot, just got guns. I probably had my first gun at like 9 or 10.
But they said it was grown rappers coming to you though.
Nah, facts.
Okay.
Facts. A lot of big homies coming to me.
How did that all simmer down? Did it just over time? Like,
Yeah. So many people had ended up going to jail dealing with that shit. The Katrina people, the niggas from Katrina who came down, and a few people from Atlanta. It was so many trials, and like it was probably like 20 people that got life sentences
wow.
about this situation.
Wow.
This shit.
Wow.
It was so much grimy shit going on. It was crazy.
When
A
you
lot of people got the rest of their life in prison about that shit.
when you look back on it though, you can understand. I guess you can understand why they was doing what they was doing, because they was just kind of like starving and
Right.
yeah.
I mean, if my whole city flood, I probably wouldn't care about anybody else. Especially if I see them like stunting or anything, I probably would hate. That'd probably be my only time I would hate. Like, fuck. I kind of hate everybody though. And I respect it though. Just growing up, I ain't respect it back then. I'm just like, nigga, I don't give a fuck what happened to y'all niggas hood. I don't care about none of that.
Mm-hmm.
Not about to do that shit. Yeah. But growing up, it's like, fuck, I would definitely did the same thing they did. They actually didn't do anything wrong.
Right. And you didn't do nothing wrong either by protecting it.
Right. And I only protected like mine. I only protected like I ain't protecting all them bitch ass niggas in Atlanta. It's a lot of busters too. It's a lot of busters. It's more I could say in Atlanta though, Atlanta is like probably 80-20. It's probably 80% real niggas in Atlanta. Atlanta like one of the very last places where it's gonna be like pure real niggas, like getting money, hustling, niggas still trapping, and just like back in like the old days, like the 80s and 90s, like Atlanta, one of those type of places. Like it's probably 80 to 85% real niggas. It ain't that many bitch ass niggas.
You think in general, when you first started doing music, they were pretty supportive of you?
Yeah, I was already popular before I started doing music. I was like, at one point, I was popular. I was popular for being the youngest nigga in Atlanta getting shot, shooting people. Like, I fucking got shot. I think I was like 12, 13. My first time getting shot.
Damn. What happened? Oh, you don't feel like talking about it?
It was a shootout. Some niggas just pulled up in our hood, rolled down the window. You know what's so crazy? One of the guys is my best friend now.
He a rapper too, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
You talking about?
21?
Nah, yeah.
Oh.
He No, it wasn't him though. It was some niggas from his side of town.
Mm-hmm.
But now this nigga like my best friend. This nigga shot me.
How does that happen? Like, how does that transition to him becoming one of your best friends?
He ended up going to jail like 3 times. Not for that. He didn't ever go to jail for shooting me. He ended up going to prison like 3 times though. Like doing like 5 years, 3 years, 2 years, shit like that. I don't know. I just like grew a heart. I think I just grew a heart from him because of prison. I'm just like, fuck, this nigga keep going to prison. Man, I can't even kill this nigga.
That ain't funny, man. This guy is so crazy. You like the Joker for real. The other thing they used to say about you, they used to be like, yo, I used to get called like, no, listen, he's like the Joker. He's like the Joker, Charlamagne. I'm like, the Joker?
I'm like a man.
Yes. You know the Joker. You know the villain, the Joker, though.
Right.
Yes.
I'm not though. I'm actually a warm-hearted. Like I'm really a calm, cool, good-hearted guy. I really am. And I just like, I'm like hands-on, so I see like sides of people that you probably wouldn't see. You know what I'm saying? So like, just never mind me if I take up for, you know what I'm saying? Because I be done seeing a different side of the person and you probably just like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? And it's like, damn, like kind of just seeing them cry like, alone. You know, I think that's where a lot of my problems came from. Just like knowing the person who the spotlight was on, knowing them too much, to the point where it just kind of like bothered me.
I like the lesson in the fact that you know you and homie is cool now though. Yep. You know what I mean? Because like a lot of youngins can learn from that. Like you don't gotta be final with your ops all the time,
and they don't gotta start because like all that shit happened. Like few of them got shot, few of us got shot. But now we friends, so all that was for nothing. Everybody jeopardized their life. Everybody could have went to prison, and it was about nothing. Cause like we just cool now. Like they whole hood and my whole hood really cool.
Well, you're a very loyal person, so if somebody in your crew doesn't get along with somebody, that automatically means you don't either, right? Or how does that work? Do you try to squash things?
Yeah. I'll be the person that try to squash it. I'll try to squash anything because I just like. Fuck, I don't know, man. I'm getting older. I remember just like seeing my mom cry when my brother died. I'm like, fuck, I just don't want to see nobody's mom cry, bro. You know? Shit.
Wow.
People got families too.
Yeah. Nigga get smoked. This mama just fucking like, fuck. Nigga, mama can't go to sleep. My mom probably didn't go to sleep 5 years straight. My brother died, you know? So I'm older, so I guess I just think about that type of shit more.
And you blessed, right? Because a lot of people God don't give everybody that opportunity to even have that type of reflection. Right. To even look back on it and be like, man, that was for nothing.
And he overgave us an opportunity like a few times. We did a few dummy missions with millions of dollars. We did a few stupid shits that could have got everything took.
But that's what I'm saying. Think about life without you. Like, think about all the people that you provide for, all the people you done put on, you done help put in position. There's no you, there's probably no Gunna, there's probably no Baby, who knows?
Right. Thank God.
That's the other story. The other story is, well, that's true, though. You gave Baby money to get out the street, to rap.
Just going to the hood, because he like money. Back then, he wanted some money. If he can make 5,000, 10,000 every day, that's the only way he'll stay out the hood, if he can make them the same money that he making in the hood. If he just sit in the hood, he gonna make 10,000, 20,000 every day. Profit, all profit. That's $100,000 in 5 days, bro. It's gonna be hard for me to move from. It's gonna be hard for me to get from right here. It's a guaranteed $100,000 in 5 days. All profits. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, fuck.
So
got out of it though.
What'd you see in Little Baby back then? Because he was still in the street, fresh. What did you see in him back then that said, nah, bro, I'm gonna pay you to stay out the street and rap?
You know what it was? I wasn't even paying attention to. Yes, I was. But I don't think it was that at that moment. I just didn't want to go back to prison. I was scared for him to like go back to jail because he just did a bid. He got straight out of jail and went straight back to the same neighborhood, the same house that the police busted and locked him up. He went right back to the same house. It was a spot, you know. So I think I was more scared of him of like prison. No more internal, not rap. But he was popular too. He reminded me of like when I was before rap, because I was popular before rap. He's popular too. Before rap, he was like getting a lot of likes on his Instagram, and people like, he got like nice ass captions and shit. I'm like, yo, you should try to make a song, bro. You probably be crazy. Just show him the life, and like took him with me a few times everywhere, and you know, he started saying like, oh damn, this shit is kind of easy, you know, cause we grew up together too. So it makes it feel like it's easy. If he seen me do every single thing, he's just like, yeah, I can do it. But I really used to pay this nigga to go to the studio.
How much? You said five a day, you said?
We getting like 5,000, 2,000, 3,000, cause he was a young nigga. So like, I might be gone to LA for 3 days. So it's like, here go 4,000. 4,000 gonna just keep him good. Like, he gonna probably go to the mall, get him a pair of shoes. But he's still hustling, he's still getting real. He getting his own money, but he got a gambling problem.
Yeah, I hear that often.
Fucking gambling problem. He probably lost more money gambling than he had. He for sure lost 10 times more money than he ever had gambling. He lost more money. Basically, he lost everybody's money.
Why not put him on YSL? YSL wasn't established back then.
Yeah, it was. I was dealing with a lot of legal. I was dealing with, you know what I'm saying, like a lot of like court shit and just like fucking the police to my gang banging and just like, you know, little young kid shit. I was dealing with so much shit. I'm like, I ain't bringing him in that. He just got out of prison for the same shit. I'm like, man, I'm gonna tighten up. And I was like, man, you know what? Let's take you to my buddy, man. P. He a good guy. He gonna focus. I was still kind of young back then too. I wasn't like really going crazy with my label back then.
That's honorable though, just to bring him to P and say,
yeah, I had him. This nigga was literally signed to me.
Oh, so you had him signed at one point? Wow.
Had that boy.
Didn't I hear? Maybe I heard Gucci had you in the kind of same situation, right?
Yeah.
But you fulfilled your obligations. Is that what happened? Like you put out the albums you were supposed to, and then you were able to get out of the deal?
With Gucci? He ended up going to prison.
I read that in his book.
He ended up going to prison, and I think he probably like spent so many millions of dollars. He probably spent $15 million, $20 million fighting the case just to get the 3 or 4 years that he did do. He spent probably all of his motherfucking money. So he just like sold some of his assets. You know what I'm saying? I was just one of the assets.
Okay.
He sold it to the label.
You know, is it easier for you to talk about things now that you're a little older and things are more in the past? Because I noticed on the album, right, you started off with Die Slow and you tell some personal things. It sounds like you're just having a conversation. So how hard was that for you to make that decision to put that all out there?
It was hard and it's only because I just don't like people to feel like they know me. You know? I just like being Mystique, and like I liked it better when Charlamagne just was like, damn, I wonder how he is.
Right. You hear all these stories.
As opposed to, oh, he's a cool guy, you know? It's just more funner like that.
It's dope though, because you have one perception to people looking and you throwing people off, like, why he doing that? Why he doing that? But then you hearing these stories and you like, for real? So me personally, you gotta believe the street, right?
Yeah, you better.
You think if you would have seen Charlamagne back then?
He wouldn't have saw me. I know how to avoid people.
Do I think it would have been smoke?
Or you think you would have came up to him or anything, like a conversation?
100%.
I believe you. You ain't got to tell me. I believe you wholeheartedly.
I was literally mad at you, and I don't know why.
I can tell.
He shoot you and give you a tampon.
Man, shut up, man.
I don't think there wouldn't been no guns involved. Hell no. We probably would have just got to arguing. It just would have been like, nah, I probably would have did something to your head, man.
I'm telling you, I used to get the calls. They used to call me like, Charlamagne, I'm telling you now, he like the Joker. He really is.
I don't like when people trying to make it seem like I'm just psyched out on crazy.
No,
I'm ready to die.
I promise. And it was a woman that told me that, and she ain't say it like that. She said he's a great guy, he's a nice guy, but he's like the Joker. He'll literally he'll be so nice and he'll set fire to the town.
Who told you that? Walker Mama?
No. It was somebody else.
Yeah.
Now, you also said on Die Slow, you seeking God's soul because you know something's missing. What do you think is missing?
I just got a few problems still in my life. They're not even that big. They're just like, they won't leave though, you know? And I think it's because it's like, oh fuck, you thought you got to know God, but it hasn't been that good. Like, you know, it's not good enough. To the point where he's like, you know what? Capiche? For your problems. You know? It's fuck. I feel like I'm just, cause it's like, damn, why the hell am I still having these problems? I got everything. My people got everything. Everybody got everything. I still got certain problems. And I think it's just like, I need to get closer to God, you know?
Is it things that you running from? Like things you trying not to deal with internally, maybe?
Nah, I'm grown. I'm black. I deal with it out top. Whatever problem it is, whatever problem I have, I deal with it right then. If I'm gonna cry, if I'm gonna bitch about it, if I'm gonna do anything, I do it right then. As soon as I notice it's a problem, I go ahead and deal with it. You know, an hour, 2 hours, however much time it take. Might take 10. Once I stop crying or like feeling down about it, I won't ever feel down about it again. So I just go ahead and deal with it.
When the last time you cried?
Maybe like a month and a half ago.
You remember for what?
Of course.
That's your business. You ain't got to share if you don't want to.
You're like, you know what? Yeah, I like a month and a half.
I saw you also had people wearing all white to come in and record. And I was thinking about with Kanye, with Donda, he had everybody wear all black when they had to go on the stage.
You know what's crazy? People probably looked at that like, okay, Kanye West wore all black, so Thug did all white. I forgot that he did a black thing. So once I was doing like this white thing at my house, I was like, damn, it looked like I'm copying him. It looks like, but I was just fucking high in it, and I was just like, you know what? I want to wear white. Give me a lot of white clothes, cause I had rented this house in Atlanta to finish my album, but the house was so fire and just like remote controllable. Like it was contemporary. So like, I bought the house.
And it had snow. You had snow inside.
Yeah, it was so fire. I'm like, hey, I want to do like all white vibes every single day for the rest of this album. That's literally what it was.
Wow.
It actually had nothing to do with Kanye. Like as I was like looking at the black pictures on the internet, I'm like, oh fuck, damn, it looked like this. But like, I was just thinking, just pure like, I want to be white.
Well, why'd you want to be on Donda so bad? I saw you say that you called him and said, if I don't get on this album, it's gonna be a problem.
It ain't that I want to be on it so bad. It's just like, bro, we got 100 songs, putting the motherfucking songs out, nigga. Like, you a billionaire, like, you at the point where it's like, you don't need none of this shit. We do though. So if I was Kanye West or Jay-Z, just say I was Jay-Z or Kanye, I probably would have more features than anybody in the world. You know? If I'm at the point where I know me being on your song can make it number one, I'm definitely getting on the song. That's what I respect about Drake.
Yeah, you all got that number one song right
like,
now.
As
soon as we heard that was a hit.
Touch everybody. And he genuinely do it. People think like, oh, he do it for clout or he do it for these songs. This nigga do not need no motherfucking clout.
I mean, he is the clout.
Right. That's Mr. Clout.
Way Too Sexy was your concept though? It feels like a Doug song.
Yeah. Came in the studio like fresh. Who was like, man, you on some sex shit, bro. We just in the studio talking shit and just like joning and listening to beats. The beat come on. And Pluto just like, Now let's do some sexy shit. So we just like freestyling to each other. Then it's just like, do sexy for. It just came about like that.
You knew the song, that Right Dead Fred song? You knew the song, Right Dead Fred?
Right Said
Who was that? What's his name?
Right Said Fred.
Right Said Fred. You knew that song?
It's about
The old
original
joint.
song.
Yeah.
Yeah, not word for word. I knew probably 40% of it.
I want to go back to the Jay thing. You know, Jay used to do that back in the day, though.
What?
Like just jump on people records. Like, you know, when Hot Boys first came out, Juvie, Cash Money, he jumped on High. You know, Jeezy, Go Crazy remix. Like he would do the feature thing for artists way back in the day.
Right. I'm talking about now.
Yeah.
We talking about now. We ain't talking about no fucking Venus Eagle. We talking about Lil Baby.
You feel like I see you talk about the icons a lot. You feel like they don't reach out to you the way you would want to?
No. And I think they don't. They genuine, all good people though. But they don't. I don't know. And I don't know why. Maybe it's just like we in the same business. So like maybe they want me to just figure it out and just go through it, you know? So you like actually learn it and like respect it. Or maybe it's just like, nigga, we in the same league. I can't tell you this, you know? Most of the time it be, I can't tell you. But I don't like that type of shit, man. Fuck. Cause I always spill the beans. Like, I'm gonna tell anybody anything that can help them win. Like,
but your lane different though. Everything that might have worked for them may not work for you.
Right. But it ain't even about like what to do. It's just more about like fucking being reminded or just feeling loved, you know, or just like being like, nigga, the fucking OGs are like hands on, you know, cause that's all young niggas fiend for, like hands on, you know, like OGs, they got their hands on. But you got Drake playing everybody part. You know?
So Drake he like the industry OG for a lot of people.
Yeah, I gotta put him right there, and then it because of the way he's saying the songs or none of that. It's because he fuck with every fucking body, upcoming artists the most. Like, I got to respect it. He just know like I'm the hottest nigga in the world. I can go number one. I can pipe you up. I can. You can become a superstar by me doing this song or hopping on your song. He actually know that, and he do it for those exact reasons. That's what's real. That's what it's like.
You've had some unusual collaborations. You have a diamond single now too.
Yes, sir.
Camila Cabello, Havana. So congratulations for that, because that's something that most people don't achieve.
Thanks.
And then Elton John, you're on his album, right?
Right.
So you and Elton John, now to me that's interesting.
How
right?
the fuck that happened?
Bro, that nigga a fan.
Yeah, I saw him say you can freestyle better than Eminem.
Right. Well, yeah, of course, fucking Eminem. Elton John, like, he a fan. The first thing he ever said when I met him was, when WAP get out.
When what? When Gucci?
Yeah. Well, that nigga said WAP.
Damn.
He said Guap.
No, he didn't, man. Stop playing.
I swear to God, I'm not a liar.
Wow.
That nigga said, when do WAP get out?
Where did you meet him? Like, you gotta tell us how that connection even happened.
You sampled Rocket Man.
Yes, I did Rocket Man. So that's the first time we ever got in touch. And he got a condo in Atlanta. So this is a story. Damn, should I tell you?
Sure.
Story?
Please do tell.
It was a story. Oh, fuck. It was a story about him and his first lover. Now, he met his first lover in 1991 in Atlanta. That's the year I was born. And the lover name was Jeffrey.
Wow.
Right. And he helped him, like, you know, stop everything he was doing and just become a man. And it was just like a father figure to him, but it was his fiance, his partner. And he was a fan of Gucci Man, so he heard me on one of Gucci Man's songs. So he old school, so he just like pulled everything about you up. Oh fuck yeah, Leo, he born. Whoa, 1991. Where you from? Atlanta? Oh my God, what? The whole fucking background is the same as his ex fucking fiance. So he just like, what? Just start paying attention. But he a real fan. He really can sing the songs.
And so he hit you up like, yo, pull up. We need to meet. And
I'm in Atlanta.
wow.
And they got a condo in Atlanta.
Wow. And the first, he said, when do Guap get out?
When do Guap get out? I'm like, what?
Atlanta's such an incredible city, man, because you got all these black men that's really from the hood, really from the street, but for whatever reason, they got this universal appeal globally. Where do you think that comes from?
Me. Andre, Pluto, Tip. Goats, people who did it first.
Mm-hmm.
Ones who did it before. You know, that's important.
Mm-hmm.
Opening doors and lanes are very important. New styles and fucking cadences and all this shit's really, really important. The deeper you get in, you understand that's important.
You and Tip, y'all had a relationship before rap too, or before you was a rapper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He real. Hey, you know what's crazy? He talk a lot of stuff, but he's actually like one of the realest guys in the world.
100%.
He really a real nigga. Not like he really a real nigga. Really. Crazy, like what?
No, 100%. That's why I always wonder, like, you know, it's hard for y'all, right? Because y'all come from a certain environment, but then y'all get to these levels and people don't necessarily may know the background. So then you find yourself maybe having to prove yourself sometime in this rap game.
Right. Man, gotta just stay out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like, sometimes just chase you. No matter how much you run, you know, sometimes trouble just chases you. Trouble chases everybody. Any cloudy atmosphere, it's just like wind. It's traveling, you know.
You still think it's chasing you?
You don't die, huh?
You still think it's chasing you?
Yes. Of course. I've did enough in my life to where it probably chased me for the rest of my life.
Really?
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah.
How do you make amends for that?
Just dealing with it. Like, whatever happens. I made the bed, you know, lay in it. Simple.
Mm-hmm.
Try not to think much about it, you know, and just deal with it. Whenever it comes, just fucking deal with it.
Do you try to course correct things now by doing things, you know, like maybe pay off that karmic debt?
Yeah. I've been doing that for at least like the last 7 or 8 years. You know, some people just like, you don't know me, so you look at me a certain way.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Anybody who know me, you know, like, oh fuck, he's too good. Nothing probably wouldn't happen to him. He's like a good guy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to be around.
How much have Kevin Lyles and Leo Cohen done for you as a man and artist?
Oh, not much. They gonna make you a man.
Mm-hmm.
They make you a man. Kevin Lyles will like, he'll baby you sometimes, but like Leo Cohen don't give a fuck. He made me a man. I hated him more than you.
Really? But you used to be with him though. Oh, you mean before y'all used to like be together? I remember the first time I heard you like really talk was that with Angie? Was it you and Leo did Angie Martinez? Yes. I think. Yeah.
And man, fuck. Because I just had, I don't know. You know, everything was just bad. My first deal was bad. Just signed a deal and then no one ever contacted me and it's just like, fuck, I'm in the streets. I'm just like young and like, I'm like, fuck, it's just everything. It's just like,
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then you fuck around and pop off and then you feel like you owe a label.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And you like, fuck, I've been signed to them for like 2 or 3 years, but I don't even know nobody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know one person here. I don't even want to know nobody. But I feel like I just already done did it now. Like, but he a good guy. It took me like 9 months, a year to forgive him. He a good guy. He a dad. I wish he was like one of my dads.
So when you say forgive him, what is because of a bad contract? That's what you was upset about?
Yeah. It wasn't even about the contract. It was more about I just seen shit from his shoes. It was like a brand new company. Mm-hmm. He just got bridged off of Atlantic. They gave him his own company. He got a brand new fucking company. all he's doing at that point is just signing artists.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just building the roster. So he don't even understand what he did or what he was doing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it couldn't have been intentions in that, you know?
Mm-hmm. You've been around a long time.
Right, but you can be around a long time, but like it's crazy, bro. Like that burst. Once you catch that burst, it's like no matter a race car can.
Mm-hmm.
You can be this race car can be in the motherfucking races 20 years strong, but it's still gonna get a burst.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna keep it going.
Cause I look at I'm sorry, go ahead.
I think it just got a burst. And his burst was like, boom, just sign as many people as possible. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Without even figuring anything out. It was just
that makes sense.
Let me build my roster while I got a label. Because then they be like, oh, you had this label 6 months or a year and you ain't really did nothing with nobody, and woo, just like, fuck it. I just stepped in his shoes. Like, maybe you just was signing everybody you could fucking see just because you had just started your own label. Maybe that was the reason.
Giving everybody the same contract.
Right.
And most labels, only very few artists pop off. Most people don't, you know? So I guess they also kind of try to throw things and see what might stick and see what happens. And do you think also, because like Charlamagne's heard all these stories about you, people have heard stories about you, you think that maybe they were intimidated too?
Man, Charlamagne got the right to be like, yo, I don't want to be around him.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like business people, I don't feel like if me and you ain't head on, like, hey, nigga, we doing something to each other, we see each other, it's no way. That's, you know, that's just you just framing me at that point.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, you don't even know nothing. You just like, hell no, nigga, it's Tupac. No, close the door. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to him, of course, we had real shit going on, like to the point where, nigga, we see each other, it might be up. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry for that too, bro.
Apology accepted. I apologize for anything I said that made you want to kidnap me and torture me.
Yeah, you said bullshit. You said a lot of bullshit. Oh my fucking God.
What I said, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even really be remembering.
I feel like you kept it going too after that. Like you said something.
I was even looking this morning, like I was looking.
Ain't no gangster, he a gangster though. The game, Wayne, they finna come to the city, he a gangster, we'll know. If they don't make it out.
I said that? I remember when you tweeted, Breakfast Club is the devil.
I did?
Yeah.
Yes. I think that was after the game interview.
Yeah.
That's why.
Because I guess you and the game had a situation back then.
Yeah, then it's like you start trying to do interviews with everybody out beefing with, nigga. You like,
no, man, it's the Breakfast Club, man. Come on, dog.
You doing an interview with Game? The game?
Back then? I mean, even now, listen, I would interview Game now, but
back when?
I don't even remember when that was. 2015. He had albums and stuff.
Man, that shit ain't then.
I know,
that shit wasn't then.
But I don't like to be one of them people. Like, you know, if we rock with you, we rock with you. Whether you up, whether you down. Like,
it definitely ain't about that. Because at that point, it was bigger than me.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely wasn't about that. But it was like, it didn't do nothing for Breakfast Club. It did nothing for you.
I don't remember. Nah, I'm sure it did good on YouTube and stuff like that.
Fucking oh my God.
But you see, we interviewed plenty people, man.
Right, but
it wasn't like let's interview Game because Game beefing with Doug.
That's what I felt. I was goddamn 18.
No, man.
19.
It never was personal.
I'm just saying.
I feel you.
There were times back then that we thought you were going to come up here and do an interview because I remember they kept being like, would you interview Thug? And I'm like, would he want to come to the show? That's why even now I was surprised.
I always wanted to do this show too. Always. This is one of the biggest shows. Y'all know y'all fucking got it. Y'all got it.
We always wanted you here. I saw you. I saw you post one day. One day you just posted my picture with laughing emojis. I'm like, man, what's up with Doug? Yeah. It's a random picture with laughing emojis.
Motherfucker.
Well, you got Mac Miller and Juice WRLD on the album too. You was close to both of them or just Juice?
Yeah.
I know you was close to Juice.
Both. Like brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Crazy.
So, and you also said on Die Slow that I think you said you only did a pint of lean on this tour. Was it because of seeing how they went out?
Nah, it was just like fuck. I just wasn't drinking that much. I thought I was like settling down on it. I thought I was like getting over it.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't getting over it. I thought I was getting over it. I started drinking like a pint of lean in fucking 3 weeks when it used to be a pint of lean in 3 days.
Damn.
You know, just shit like that. So that's why I was saying it on the song.
Did you ever process like the depths of Mac and Juice? I mean, you've seen people go before, but once you're in the industry and you get industry relationships and you see that, did you ever process that?
No. I feel like I'm still running from it. I ain't processed. Especially when you feel like it's someone's fault.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, fuck, you dead. You dead, and it ain't even your fault.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Just try to stay away from that.
And you and Juice had a bunch of music together, right?
Damn, man, yeah.
So when you hear it now, like, does it bring up all those old memories and everything else?
Yes. He liked being around me. We spent a lot of fucking time together. A lot of times. It wasn't even about music, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Spent a lot of time. Mac too. I was with Mac the day before he died.
Wow.
No.
He was at my studio. We did the song on my album. This shit's so crazy, but it's coincidental. He came to the studio, did a song on me. The next day, he died. And the song that we did at the studio, the name of the song is Day Before.
Shit.
Shit crazy.
Wow.
Shit.
But the song is just about like big, like women. Like
Mm-hmm.
back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot. They all, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It was like flamboyant, like, yeah, Day Before.
Damn.
This nigga died the next day, bro.
Do you go back and think about those last conversations, those last moments? I mean, you didn't know that was gonna be the last moments, but
Yeah, I think deep on that because it's like, is that a sign? At some point you want to like know. At some point it's like, yo, what is? Have you ever just wished like God could just really talk to you?
I feel like I talk to him. That's why I do meditation
all the time.
Yeah, when I meditate, I feel like he gives me the answers. And he just talk. It's real quiet. It ain't as loud as the noise around you. Like, you'll see shit on TV, social media, people in your ear. But when God talk, it's like real quiet. He only gonna say it once. Or she, I say he or she. That entity is only gonna say it one time. Like, you know the right thing to do. You very self-aware, Thug.
Right.
And you have good intuition.
That's right. I can see that in you.
Right. Good guy. I'm really a good guy.
Okay, well, let's talk about that. When it comes to women, are you a good guy?
Oh, shit. Here come that tea. She trying to get that tea, Thug.
That bullshit.
That's how you know when they do this. What you mean?
What you mean when it comes to women?
I mean, listen to your music. Like you have this one song where you like, what is it? You said you fucked it last night and then never.
Uh,
I can't get you out of this one, Dog. That's between you and her.
What is it like for you? Are you single now? Are you still in a relationship?
Have you ever noticed that you always talk about sex?
I didn't say anything about sex. I said single or in a relationship.
I know, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
I got a whole podcast about it called Lip Service, about relationships and sex.
Called what?
It's called Lip Service.
It's crazy.
But no, because I always notice that the guys who are real usually treat their women better than most, right? So do you think that as you are reflecting on everything in your life, do you think that when it comes to relationships, that you've been the person that you want to be, the man that you want to be in a relationship?
Oh, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. Taking care of the house, making you feel like your father. The thing you got to do with women, you got to make them feel like you their father. Like,
what do you mean by that?
My ex is my girlfriend. Like, she like, yo, you kind of make me feel like I'm in the presence of my dad. Right.
As long as they got along with their dad. Because
Right. Fortunately, almost every girl I ever dated had a real father.
Right, because you want to feel secure. You also want to feel like if something goes wrong, he's going to be there to take care of it. That's the first person you call when something's going down. Are you trusting of women when you're in relationships?
What you mean?
Like, do you trust women?
Hell no. Talking about the girl I'm in a relationship with?
Just in general,
I trust the girl that I'm in a relationship with.
Mm-hmm.
But other women, no, I don't trust no damn, no.
How hard does it get to the point where you trust somebody? Like who you're with now, how hard did it take? How long did it take? You have your guard up, you have your walls up, you never know what somebody's there for. How long was that process?
Oh, it wasn't long. I loved it. I loved it. That shit wasn't long at all. That shit was seconds. But my guard came down so fast.
That's your intuition.
How'd you know? How'd you know she was the one?
I didn't know. I just like went with the flow.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just like, some just was like, this is right.
Mm-hmm. I want to go back to what you said about, being the father, because a lot of people hear that and try to misconstrue it, but it's true. Like, men should be nurturing, and we should be loving, and we should be caring, and protectors, and providers, like a father would. That's why I got 4 daughters. When my daughter come to me and, some man come to me and ask for one of their hand in marriage, I want to make sure that he can do all of those things for her. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I understand what you meant by that.
Right. You got to feel, the girl got to feel like warm, like can't nothing happen to me.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Once a girl feel like that, that's when you gotta, you know what I'm saying? That's when it's great.
Mm-hmm.
Once you feel like can't nothing happen to her, when you're around, fucking, she can get drunk as she wants, she can fucking crash the car. And she's gonna be okay, because you know what I'm saying?
Like if I throw up, you're gonna help clean it up and make sure I'm good, put my hair to the side while I'm throwing up, from drinking. No, I'm just saying that's how you feel when you're with somebody. Yeah. They're gonna hold you down. So who's this song about? When you talked about she went and fucked your friends, you stupid. What's that scenario?
No, I said, I'm basically saying what she said.
Oh, to you, okay. Oh, damn.
Why you fucking her friend, dog?
Yeah.
I actually didn't. That song is more about like a person who that happened to.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That ain't like just like that ain't my life.
Right. I'm sure you got great stories from the people who be around you.
Yeah, I got great stories, but like as of right now, that's not a part of my life. That song's strictly for people who's going through that.
Word. What was the purpose of trashing the Rolls Royce?
I don't know. I wasn't in album mode. And I just was like, you know what? I want to do something really, rich, cool. And destroying something like that is fire.
What did it symbolize for you, though?
It just symbolized punk and rock star and just like fucking, like, yeah, nigga, this me.
Mm-hmm. Who car was it?
Man, I bought it. Hey, I bought this shit same day, man. Fuck.
What?
Oh my God. What happens with insurance now?
Man, I left that shit at the club, man.
Oh my God.
So you bought it, no insurance, no nothing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure.
But it's trash at this point.
That's a write-off though, right? Maybe as an album promo?
Yeah.
Did you buy it or did you lease it?
I bought it. I don't lease no motherfucking car, nigga.
So you spent the whole $300, $400?
Yeah.
God damn. Was it worth it?
Yes. It was really fun.
So, I mean, promo marketing wise, sure, it was worth it. But just as for you enjoyed doing that.
I did.
That hurt my heart, watching that.
I had hid the keys somewhere in LA though, so whoever find the keys can have the car.
It still ain't drivable, is it?
You get it fixed.
You get this shit.
You get the parts.
It might be about 100.
To get fixed. Wow.
But you definitely can get it. Definitely can get it fixed. It's only dents. Windows.
Yeah. I feel like Punk is your festival album. Like you made this music for the festival crowd, especially like the Living It Up record with Post Malone and ASAP. Was that your mindset when you was making that album?
It's always my mindset. No matter how songs sound or how it come out, my mindset is always stage.
Mm-hmm.
When I rap, when I listen to beats, I always think about how would I want to say it if I was on stage.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I record the song and then I'll come back and redo it, re-record it, like more easier, lighter, and say certain shit different. Just because it's like I did the song, I mastered it. Now I'm performing it and performing it. And the way I would perform it is, I'll just go back in and record it like that.
I always wonder about artists like you in your ear, right? Because you know how to make the big festival record, but then I still see you in the club. I see you out with Baby Jade and all of them. You know what I mean? It's just like, so you, what's the like? How do you handle that sonically? Like when you make songs, like do you make songs? Okay, I know I'm gonna make this for the club. I'll make this for the stage.
I think it's natural. That's why I feel like I'm different, because everything that I do, you probably look at it different to me. It's really natural. Like I really don't be having real answers for some things. Things. It's just like, what were you thinking, or what would you, I was just like thinking. The way that my songs sound is how I think. You know?
And relationships are natural, like you and J. Cole. And I like when you guys work together, because some people in their head might be like, what's that going to sound like? But obviously y'all have a good relationship and been working together. What are some things you learned from J. Cole?
Keep going. Fucking adapt away. Keep believing, you know, because it got to a point where you didn't want to hear like certain type of music, and his music was that music, and he just kept believing and never stopped. He always did the numbers, but it was like he couldn't catch the right tour. He couldn't sell, you know. He just kept going. He really just kept going. I got that from him. He's a family guy. He's always with his wife and his kid, always, every single day. Every dollar ain't good. Learn a lot of shit from that nigga.
That's true. Every dollar ain't good. Have you turned down some huge situations?
Of course. A lot of them, millions of dollars, maybe.
What's the last thing you turned down?
I think it was like 3 shows. Somebody wanted to do 3 shows with me, but I wanted $1 million for a show, and they wanted to give me like 800. I was like,
so I mean, 8 sounds pretty good. I mean 800 sounds pretty good, though.
No, because then that's your number.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I didn't like actually like push it away. I did just enough to where they'll come back.
Right. What's your relationship like now with Wayne, Lil Wayne?
Good. We've been to the studio a few times.
Word?
No. Yeah. We got a few songs together. Supposed to be working on this album shit, man. I told him, I'm like, bro, you know you my idol, nigga. Like, we just gotta do an album. Whatever you want, you can have the album. I don't care. I don't care to have nothing from it or anything. I just want to do an album with you. You know, you my idol.
Did you ever really dislike him, or that was just?
I ain't ever disliked him.
You felt like he didn't like you though, because he didn't shake. I know you said he didn't shake your hand when you ran into him, and then people
There's a lot
felt
of
like
little shit.
People felt like you were trolling him.
When you did the car, was the Carter 6? Yep.
Man, I'm a gangster, bro. Like, some shit I just don't. Some shit corny to me. Like trolling a nigga is corny. Trolling is corny. I don't think I ever was trolling him. I really wanted to be like him, but it just seemed like I was trolling him. You know, it just seemed weird because it's like this nigga calling you gay, but you study saying this or that. You study trying to name your album the same thing he named his, and it's just like, nigga, he just, you know, sometimes you tell people down words, you know, because that's how you deal with it. That's how you cope, you know.
Did y'all have that conversation, you and him?
Yeah.
Can you talk more into the mic? I just don't want this to get lost.
Yes.
Okay.
We definitely had conversations, but
Do you remember that first one y'all had after all of that? After all the stuff that played out in the media?
yeah, it was easy too. Like, which I know we are alike because it wasn't even like a long conversation. It was literally seconds. But I understood. I walked off not feeling a certain type of way. He walked off not feeling a certain type of way.
Who put it together? Burbank?
Yes.
Wow. And you said it was seconds.
Like, whatever, bro. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I love you, bro. Woo. Lock in.
And that's all you needed. And y'all been doing songs and shit ever since. Wow.
That's all it ever was.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he just probably mad at Bird or some shit. I don't know why that. Yeah, he would.
And that picture with Lil Durk, what was on that computer, man? What was you looking at? Like, what were you really looking at? The memes say all types of stuff, but what were you actually looking at?
Gotta ask Durk.
Pro Tools.
He told me not to ever tell nobody.
No, man.
We definitely wasn't looking at Pro Tools.
What? Really?
Definitely wasn't looking at Pro Tools.
So he called you like, don't ever tell nobody what we was looking at. Man.
Because other people ask me that. Like, yo, what was you looking at? I asked them before, like, hey. You're like, nah, man, do it. I say less.
Wow. You posted too, if little baby, if you little baby op, you definitely mine. Was that aimed at somebody or you just was showing love that day?
Yeah, showing love, because like, me and him got a song called My Op Yours. Mm-hmm. And I thought I was going to put it on my album. So I was just like throwing shit out there. So it's just like cool, flamboyant shit, cool shit.
When the Thug and Wayne music coming up?
I don't know. He take time. He take a lot of time. So I just like did a lot of songs and just left them with him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He take time.
I heard you have 15,000 songs recorded.
Yeah, man. But
what's going to happen with all those?
Huh?
What's going to happen with all those?
I don't know. Maybe just like fucking give them away, give them my kids. Just let my kids have the music.
You could do some NFTs.
Right. They probably could sell the shit when I'm fucking dead and gone, you know?
You write for other people ever?
Yeah, I wrote a lot of shit. I wrote a lot of shit that I wrote shit that my name ain't even attached to.
For real? Like what?
Like, fuck. I don't want to say his names. Mm-hmm.
That's part of the agreement, right? You don't tell when you...
Right, and then, yeah. And then I'm just cool. I'm just a real one too, like. Because it's a good song. It's a popular song. It's sold well and everything.
Because I'm thinking some of those songs you have, you could sell to people.
Yeah.
And they could do it. And then you do some NFTs, just money coming in from everywhere. How much do numbers matter to you? Because I know your last couple of albums were #1. Obviously, you have the song that's #1 with Drake. But when it comes to this album, which, could be #1. I know Meek was saying that those numbers, Billboard, none of that matters to him. How much does it matter to you?
The same amount. Does it matter to him? It's just numbers. It ain't about none of that. Like, fuck. It's like, at one point, J. Cole album was going #1, but he couldn't sell a theater. So, do the numbers matter?
Mm-hmm.
That's real.
Yeah. I mean, I guess historically, people always have paid attention. Like, what is the first week numbers? And then, people be weighing in. Do you pay attention to social media too much?
Sometimes. Sometimes I pay attention to social media too much. Fuck yeah. Sometimes I don't be on it though.
Right. You deleted pretty much everything off your page. But you do that for new albums?
Yes.
Does Thug have any regrets over the last 11 years of your time in this industry?
Yeah. Not doing every single thing I wrote out.
Oh, you had like a list of goals? It ain't too late.
No, and ever too late. But that's my regret. I regret fucking getting into it with people. I regret spending so much motherfucking money. Oh my God.
On what? Just material items like cars?
Everything. I don't give a fuck if it's a fucking heart. I regret it.
We don't believe you, Thug. You just bought a car last week and beat up on it for no reason.
I regret it.
You regret
that already?
Already? A week later you regret it? I said not even a week. A few days later you regret it already?
Y'all should have seen me in that car with that bat. I said, oh my God.
Why the fuck did I just do that?
Fuck you think you are.
Hey, Thug, man, I'm happy that you came to the Breakfast Club, and it's good seeing your evolution over the past 10, 11 years, my brother. Truly, man. And I apologize for anything I said that offended you in the past. We was all younger and stupider back then. Because I like seeing young black men get money. And you making other black men rich, man.
That's the beauty of it.
That's the beauty of it.
Not just getting money, putting niggas on.
Putting other people in position. Gotta respect it.
That's the beauty of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, so far, because the album came out later than we anticipated, you know.
How y'all be doing? What you be saying?
I was trying to stay up and listen because I was like, it dropped at midnight. Well, it was supposed to, but then I guess there were some delays.
Post Malone still was doing his verse.
What?
No, for
At
living it up.
midnight.
That's like one of my favorite songs on the album.
At midnight.
I didn't know that's why. Oh, man.
And they called me at 12 o'clock like I'm almost done. I'm like, oh my God.
But you must have just reached out to him to do it then.
No, he just, I don't know, taking his precious time.
He's probably like, I got to make the album, though. But at least he made it, you know? You could tell he really wanted to do that. Is it going to be a deluxe? You know, everybody does a deluxe with some songs that they didn't have on there at first. You're going to do a deluxe also?
Deluxe, they burnt out now.
I don't be caring about them. You know, honestly, it's not like once I listen to your album, if I like it, I'm gonna keep going back to it. But if I listen to it, and I ain't really fuck with it the first time. It's like I'm gonna go back and
more bullshit.
Exactly. Exactly.
You listen to the album?
Yeah, hell yeah.
We didn't get too much of a chance because it just came out this morning and we've been at work. So I've been trying to put it together.
That's why I said Living It Up was like, so far, that's the one that I really, really dig. I mean, I like Die Slow because you being like, really reflective. I ain't never really heard you like that. So that was interesting to hear.
That's what I was doing on this album. I did it way more than I normally do. Just open up and just make the people feel like they with you. Like they in on it,
You see, you want to start giving people a little bit more?
Yes. I'm just it's a new millennium. It's just a new step. It's a new, milestone. Just giving me something to do.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, congrats. Punk
Salute
is
the
out
Young Thug.
right now.
Appreciate you for coming, brother. Punked is out right now. It's the Breakfast Club.